Hey, it's Katrina. If you didn't know, Your Florida Daily is produced out of Orlando here at WKMG TV, and my station is doing this really cool thing called WKMG Hits the Road. Basically, we take a deep dive on a different Central Florida zip code each month to embed our team in the community and find out what stories matter most to the people living there. And this month, we are in Lake County, specifically a town called Montverde. Zip code 34756. It's located along the shore of Florida's fourth largest lake, Lake Apopka, and tradition says the name Montverde means green mountain, which to any outsider might seem like a strange name for a town in flat Florida. But if you didn't know, there's a long sandy ridge known as the Lake Wales Ridge in the center of the state. This ridge gives Montverde those rolling hills.
You almost feel like you're in the North Carolina mountainside.
So to learn more, I drove about 30 minutes north of Montverde, where I met the mayor of the city of Tavares, Mayor Bob Grenier. And it turns out being mayor isn't his only job.
I'm Bob Grenier. I'm the executive director of the Tavares History Research Center. A lot of people don't know that Florida does have. It's hilly. I mean, even Mount Dora and some of this area here is the highest elevations here in Lake County in the state of Florida.
This part of Central Florida, west of Orlando, is in the middle of a transformation. In just a few generations, rural towns are turning into sprawling mega developments connected by busy highways. This growth is pretty disturbing for a lot of people who call Lake County home, including Bob. He told me he's still fighting off developers from building up his city.
And I think Lake County is right now the second fastest growing county in the state. They're trying to take the power away from the city councils in how to design, lay out their own town. Essentially, you're taking it away not only from your council, it's the citizens who elect you and saying, listen, we're going to tell you how your town is going to look and who you're going to have in there, how many homes, and how many businesses. And we said, bring it on. The citizens decide what they want their town to look like here. And then they elect us and say, go in there and fight. And I went in there and fought. And I'm a very emotional Italian guy. So, I go in there and I say, this is how I see it,
Like most Central Florida towns, American settlers established themselves in Lake County by growing crops, like citrus, and in Montverde's case, grapes.
Because, they lasted, unlike freezes that hurt the citrus industry a lot, grapes were tolerant, except there's one thing that they really didn't know much about, disease.
The grapes were planted in Montverde in 1921, and at its height, the town was shipping out 2,000 boxes of the fruit annually. When the vineyards were wiped out by disease in the 1930s, growers went to watermelons and citrus instead, which were freighted out of town via railroad depots. Montverde has remained somewhat of a sleepy town, even as development continues creeping in.
Montverde is one of those nice little hidden spots, communities that I love. In the rolling hills, they got their little historic district, they have their heritage festivals, they got the Montverde Academy. I would actually, personal opinion, I'd hate to see it change from what it is right now. Obviously, as people are going to come in and going to buy the land, but what I think is they have to they don't change the zoning or how much residential, whether it's apartment buildings or townhouses or 50 square lots and what have you. I think they got to just make sure they step back, and I think they will and are right now, just step back, because people are probably on them right now to buy this, and boom, and just clear land. I think Montverde, and I hope they just stay true to the small town charm, because they could be one of the last communities based on history that can keep that small town charm. I fight it every day in Tavares. Are we going to lose it? Yeah.
coverage of Montverde and Lake County doesn't end here. Just go to clickorlando.com/hitstheroad to see all of the stories from our team of reporters, investigators, and producers. And if you want us to hit the road in your neighborhood, clickorlando.com/hitstheroad is where you can send over your ideas. I'm Katrina Scales. Thanks for listening.